everyone, this is Captain Logan, and I am attempting to broadcast again this evening. I tried this earlier, and we had some weird technical issues, so waiting for some folks to pop up and tell me if what was happening before is still happening, and everybody bear with me a minute, because I tried to fix my lighting, and my lighting is kind of funky, so just give me a second. We had a weird whine that was really problematic, and people couldn't hear me right. And everybody says that the flat tone is gone now, so that's good. Okay, sweet. So this is going to work out. I had a backup plan, but I don't think I'm going to need it, so that's exciting. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cap Can't Play Telltale Batman 2, The Enemy Within. I will do a little bit less preamble than I did in the first place, but I've got to mention a couple of things real quick. So, as you guys know, I don't have a full playthrough up of the first game. Eric and I did one part and didn't get around to finishing it, but this was requested by Malik Myers. Not this whole playthrough, but he asked me to play through the last couple chapters going the different direction with the Joker than the one I did. Spoiler alert, there are a couple different paths you can go with the Joker at the end, and one of them is more traditional, and one of them he kind of becomes he sort of does a Batman thing and gets his own bat suit, which is really fun, and that's the one that I wound up with. But he was curious to know my thoughts about the other path and asked me to play just those last couple chapters, and so I was going to do that, and then it got away from me, and this was an old request back when I was doing the $20 request during the Omnibus, and so I decided to go ahead and play through the whole thing, and then I thought it might be fun to broadcast it, but I wanted to see if there was enough interest in that, so I did a Super Chat goal the other night on the Captain Logan Show, and there was enough interest in that we made the goal, and so here I am. So I'm going to go ahead and play through the game, and that's why I'm here now. So I'm going to do at least the first chapter this evening, and I want to go ahead and start getting rolling on this. David Crabtree says there's going to be a new show coming to Geekvolution called Cap Can't Livestream. Yeah, that has been a problem this week. I've had a lot of really weird technical difficulties. So anyway, just running around a bunch just now, trying to get all this set up. I'm suddenly kind of hot, kind of sweating. I don't know if it's this light or what exactly is going on, but trying to get my bearings here and get started on this. I'm not going to be doing quite as much interacting with you guys tonight as usual, because I want to really pay attention to the story. That was the whole point of playing through this whole thing before I get to that Joker point. But I will talk to you guys some, and let's go ahead and just get right into it, shall we? So, I'm using my choices from the last game to inform this one. That is an option.
My parents gave their lives.
So in case you're wondering what
became my hero,
which version of the backstory I'm using, it's what I did in the first game.
Until I learned the truth.
Hi everybody, thanks for being here.
Thomas Wayne was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows.
I'm not going to talk as much as I do usually through these also.
Changed forever.
But of course I will provide some commentary as we go along. Excuse me.
Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. He actually got thrown in Arkham.
I put an end to it all.
That's where he meets the Joker.
Beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman. But they
kind of a Batman return shot there, but with Batman's head instead of Catwoman's. So that's a nice recap there. By and large,
Gotham, and with it comes
I think you could probably get away with playing this without having played the first one, but you'd have no idea what he's talking about with Lady Arkham.
Marking another triumph for newly minted police commissioner James Gordon.
Bro, Keith, I like this Batman a lot.
Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his
he's done a lot of Batman and Joker at this point.
As essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw.
Classic, but it's also pretty human,
the Knights could win a game.
Given that he's got a way more tragic backstory than Batman's ever really had. The Riddler in this is very interesting. Kind of a cool choice to make him older and make him kind of the criminal that everybody aspires to be.
Import-export magnate. One time...
Welcome everybody, thanks for being here.
CEO, international arms dealer, The world sees Maury as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance.
Last time we had a situation like this, we beat up Falcone.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is?
Love this, Alfred.
Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
Never forget who I am. Yeah, let's go for that.
I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Maury. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
And making sure not to become like evil parents.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Maury's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing. Meaning that if
Weeping Dale, I should review Black Mirror at some point.
They happen on the casino floor.
Not the TV show, the Batman story.
I need to find a way to hear what Maury is saying.
Standing by for support.
Still one of my favorite things Snyder did. It was his
Look
first
for something with
Batman
a microphone.
Thing. Okay, gotta find the microphone.
Intercept his
Looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky.
But the microphone was in that, though, it would be kind of loud, you know? Like, every time you're trying to listen to somebody talking, you're like... So...
He certainly enjoys the gun.
Probably not there.
Doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after.
Yeah, David, I'm curious to see if his Batman is very different in Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. I'm going to try to watch that this week. Now, Eric and I... Eric's going to be really busy this week and going out of town next weekend, so I don't know if the review for that is going to come up this coming week, just so you guys know. It may be the week after.
Consumer model.
Same thing with Godzilla.
Good way to hear Maury's conversation.
We may be a little late. Okay, now I got to hack a cell phone, you guys.
Into Maury's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here.
We're in.
Yeah, Wanderer, it's crazy how versatile he is.
Audio from Maury's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell
And is it Batman Ninja Turtles where he plays both Batman and Joker? Something recently he played them both.
Before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
I can do that. I'm gonna blend in by not using this voice. I'm gonna blend in by being rich.
I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos.
I guess I can't blend in. Great, everybody knows who I am.
Someplace
I'm undercover. I'm gonna go for looking for a thrill.
Different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing.
I'm always curious to see how what I say is different from the choice I was given.
What the hell are you doing
Sometimes
here?
it's so different I wouldn't have chosen it if I didn't know what it was.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end.
And I end
all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times.
Yeah,
our
that's what it was,
arrangement
David.
is over.
Death, Maury. I am death.
I haven't seen anybody cosplay this Riddler yet.
Doesn't look like
I should do it. I should get the hood. I should do that.
I remember him
Love
from
cosplaying
this
Riddler.
time. I think that's Riddler.
Oh man, getting back to the origins. Riddler is scary in this, but in a different way than he is in the Arkham games.
Bruce.
Again, I love the idea of such an older Riddler.
Your gibberish intimidates
Let's keep going with some circles.
And keep your head down.
Excuse me?
Bullets are about to fly.
Okay.
I like that we're wasting no time getting right into the story.
Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you.
I felt like the first game kind of sat for a little bit before things really started rolling.
Yes, to.
I don't give a crap.
Just
Let's
to give
go.
you a sense of the type of gameplay. This one does not feel the need to do that. It's kind of nice.
The correct answer is, are you dead?
Man. Oh my god. It's so violent. Batman's not for kids. Kids. Get your kids out of the room! Riddler slicing people. You also don't expect there to be any action this far in. This early.
Get out of there. Get
So I forget. Am I going to be rolling into quick time events right away here? Believe so. Thomas says it looks like you should have said you have failed this city. Yeah, Roki, the hood is weird, but it grew on me.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right
Yeah, guys,
away.
I have played this once before.
Hey, no one leaves.
But it's been a while. There's a lot of stuff I'll forget. Alright, get him in the face. Bams! Move left and press X simultaneously. Thank you. Thank you. I got that.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I'm okay.
Man, I wonder what was causing that weird line earlier. I'm really glad that just resetting the system fixed it.
Run now.
Like you did to that man.
I wonder what that chalk on the floor was,
out
or
like
on the
that.
ground was about.
How did you do that?
I thought you were going to tell me I was too violent.
TV.
This is a pretty violent Batman.
Capable.
Let's keep going with circles for now.
Every man needs a little mystery, don't you think?
It wasn't me. It was this guy who looked a lot like me.
A dissolute playboy to maintain.
Your secret's safe with me.
We had a moment. I'm wondering how old that woman is supposed to be. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell with all the lines on the faces.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
This kind of pseudo-comic look took me a while to get used to in the first game. It feels a little more filled in. There's more texture in this game, I think.
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino.
I liked how that was almost the Elfman thing, but not the Elfman thing. It was like, da-na-na-na, yeah, let's not go there.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
I like his Batman voice.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
It's not super gruff. It's not the Christian Bale thing I always like to make fun of. It almost sounds like a different man talking, which is nice. Oh, I'm supposed to do something. I better gear up and get in my batsuit, you guys.
There's a squad on the way.
This looks like a job.
Be ready for a fight.
David says he prefers this visual style to the Arkham games. Oh, interesting. I wonder what an action game would be like in this style. I guess that was kind of tried a little bit with that Ninja Turtles, was it Streets of Manhattan or whatever that game was called? That ended up being really boring and dry and awful. But it had a great look, and it was based on the IDW comics, and I wanted it to be awesome, but it was, alas.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Oh, David says Troy Baker's Batman is exactly the same in the Ninja Turtles movie.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
Oh my god. Look at that saw blade. That's horrifying.
Alive. You have to solve a riddle.
Could be worse though. Riddler could have a game show with that thing.
Listen closely.
No.
Brokey, if I agree, the Batmobile in this is really cool too.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike.
Okay, as soon as you start saying without fingers and arms, you should be horrified.
Who am I?
Look, it's my purple bat drone. I picked purple, you guys, because it's my favorite color, and I think it looks cool.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
Oh, is his Batman voice just using a modulator thing, though? Because I was praising it for sounding like a different man, and that's maybe not. Well, look at the Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again.
Okay, but what is he saying?
Lightly.
Drives you to distraction, rattling around like a rat in your skull.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
I called this Cap Can't Play because that's the series I've been doing with playthroughs. With this being kind of choose your own adventure thing, I should, for the most part, be okay. Although I might get stuck a little bit in some of the detective work. I always did better with that when Eric was here.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he
It
gets
looks like
the riddle.
an agony booth.
Certainly has an imagination.
Roheath, he definitely took inspiration from Jigsaw, and he does that in in Gotham as well. Okay, so I already did Riddler. What else is there to look at? Oh, I gotta look at this thing. The cashier's booth.
That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
I always pick all the things that I can't do anything with, and then I finally land on the thing that I can do something with. Okay, so I gotta distract this guy.
Audio playback fully functional.
X does actions.
Time for a distraction.
Yeah, Dimitri, I'm actually starting to agree with you. At first I was like, oh, Batman's voice is so cool, and then I started hearing it some more, and I was like, oh yeah, he's just kind of doing that, like, Arrow voice modulation, you know, he's got some kind of a gizmo. Roheath, purple is my favorite color. It was the color of my wedding, in fact. Deep purple, like a dark purple.
I'm losing patience, Maury.
That's why DJ wore a purple tie a couple weeks ago on the Captain Logan Show. It was really stylish. It looked really cool. I want that tie.
Batman, we can't get in. The front covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
Gordon, do you wish you were...
I'm relying on your eyes and ears.
Hold on.
What's the best course of action?
Tear gas.
Need a distraction.
I guess it's circles today.
Their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
It's like Gordon is trying to sound like J. Jonah Jameson.
You're completely insane.
Yes.
No.
How'd you miss that?
I don't believe that's it.
Oh my god, come on. Well, it sets the tone right away. If you didn't play the last game, you now know how violent this game is willing to go.
We're counting on you.
Again, get your kids out of the room. It's not for kids. That is not what it is. Bash. I'm not gonna go for a circle this time. I'm gonna do some bashing. Bams! Get him! Yeah. Bams!
Batman!
This stuff is way more exciting and entertaining than it should be when it's just quick time events where I'm just going, am I pressing the right button?
Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
God, he's ruthless! It's just... Riddler's horrifying, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get all the targets, and then make the R2 thing happen. Get the zip tie. It's a zip line, that'd be a different thing. I don't know why we need a close-up of the dolly.
Really isn't using his head.
Break it open.
With pleasure.
I really keep expecting Stephen Amell to just be under that hood. I'm actually fighting Oliver Queen. He's undercover. That's not what's going on. Ba-da-da-na-na! Some almost old movie serial kind of stuff in the score here. I never picked up on that before, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Oh my god.
I've heard stories in the streets about
I hate it when that happens to me.
You're the biggest name in Gotham since... Well,
me?
Since I left town.
Like the jacket?
Everyone's very impressed with you.
Like the hood? It keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night. Oh my god, not again. Oh my god.
Gotham's criminals have become
This
zealots
opening
and
grabbed
thugs
me
and
way
cheap
more
shots.
than the opening of the first game.
I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair.
I love that game,
Goddamn porridge.
but this is such a cool opening.
Now I'm back.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, Riddler.
Sounds almost like a
You have no
Christian Bale
idea
kind of
what
line.
you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down.
I would make the argument that this
Supposedly
Riddler
the world's
probably doesn't
greatest
happen before
detective.
Snyder.
Yet here you
Because
are.
we finally
completely at my
have
mercy.
a world where people are taking
I don't
Riddler
see
more
much
seriously in the
evidence
comics.
of that. I expected more of a battle from you, Batman. Something longer. More of a match of wits. While
Do
my
you
man
not see the
mopped up
giant
what
computer
passes
on
for
my
law
forearm
enforcement
where
in
I'm
this
doing
town?
things?
That would have been a little hard to deal with you both at the same
Oh,
time.
I'm supposed to do something. I was
No,
supposed to
no,
Riddler
no.
talk. That's the hard thing with a thing like that is, like, I don't know how much that dialogue is going to inform the characters. I kind of want to listen to all of it.
Kidding.
And when you're trying to tell a good story, you're not supposed to write any dialogue that doesn't reveal something.
But not
So if you can interrupt it, it means it shouldn't be important. But if it is important, then that's a problem.
Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
It's almost like you choreographed this, Riddler. Man, the cane already with all the blood on it is nuts. He's almost got like a good old boy, like back in the good old days, Watchmen thing going on. He's like Watchmen's Riddler. That's how I'm gonna describe him.
Brawling like a common.
Yes, Dimitri, this is a very different kind of Batman thing.
It just doesn't do it for me.
I've always seen this as kind of like Ultimate Batman. And I suppose the Earth One stuff's that way too, but oh my god. I need to save that guy so that I don't have to watch his head get all bloody.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Okay, I'm gonna find the weak point, because I don't want that to happen. Let's see. Where is it? Oh my god, is it down? Is it down? Oh, there it is. I found the weak point. Oh my god, he's gonna die. No. And he's dead. I did have to watch that happen. God bless America. I did have to watch that happen. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, the title's zapped. I'm glad I got the title. I'm gonna get it this time. I was that close, man. I was so close.
Brawling like a common street.
Steam Graphic says, how is this Riddler not running a Hollis Mason? Right? I never had that thought until this gameplay. Brady Child says, worst Batman is Cap. Okay, but in my defense, in real life, I would just look down. I wouldn't have to, like, wonder if I can move the cursor that far. It's like, look at the wire. I did, but, like, that's how it gets you, is it tries to make you think maybe you can't go down that way. Brady Child says I'm a worse Batman than George Clooney. Okay, but you're comparing playing a video game versus delivering Batman dialogue and not wanting Batman to be remotely dark. Oh my god.
Broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care
that sounded almost cocky for a second, Riddler. You broke the cage!
The code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns.
I don't like I believe in justice.
Of war.
Prove you wrong, that's good.
That stunt with Maury would cover your escape.
It's too much of it. That other line was too much of a goal-eater line. I wasn't gonna go for a circle that time.
Catch you.
Exactly, Brady Childs.
You haven't caught me yet? Nothing I've seen so far suggests you will.
Oh yeah, I got you, sir. Kabams! Block! Square! Got him right in the face. It's so exciting, you guys. All I'm doing is pressing the occasional button, but it feels like I'm accomplishing something. Never sure of those swipes if it's the left or the right stick. I think it's always the left stick, but sometimes you have to... button slam. No, this is like Superman.
Enough of this!
Forgot about that line.
You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective.
I like that line from Riddler.
Soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
That's right, because I'm not about the ends over the means, Riddler. That's what got my parents into trouble. That's why Gotham is in the mess it's in. I have to hold to my principles. It's important. Oh my god. Do I have to hit every one of them? Yes. Hit all the buttons. Hit the buttons, Batman! Bat buttons! Yeah, superhero landing. That thing is just cool looking. It's like a whole bunch of coins put together to make a big ball. This is gonna sound weird, but that is a very Gotham-looking thing, right? Like, that could be in any Gotham continuity. That could be in Batman Forever. That could be in Morrison. That could be in Frank Miller. It could be in any Batman thing.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Oh, yeah. I gotta deal with Waller this whole game. For a second, I forgot about that. Arrgh. Yeah! What a cool opening! So good. I like these games because it's fun to watch them, even if you're not playing, of course, because they're kind of a movie that you play. Which is part of why I thought it might be kind of fun to stream for people that had not seen this before. And it seems like we have at least a few people that have never looked at this game before, that haven't watched it or played it or anything. No, as far as I know, the Robert Pattinson thing, the idea of him playing Batman is not a rumor. He has been, I think, confirmed to be Warner's top choice. As far as I understand it. Should we scan it first? We should probably scan it first. I wish I could do that. I wish I could scan things with my glove.
The computer will be able to analyze further.
I'm going to take this mysterious box. Wouldn't it be really fun? I don't know what happens, because I'm sure I did this before, if you just immediately try to open it. It'd be really funny if the very next scene after the opening, it kills you. If you die like 6 seconds in.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
Pros and cons guy, I should go back and watch that Batman Beyond episode. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Riddler used to leave clues at all his
Thanks for that. Thanks for watching that video.
Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting.
Arrogance like that.
Maybe I should have said he's never met me, because that's kind of a fun, repeated line.
Mistake.
I didn't want to do nothing in circles.
But we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away.
Okay, so I forget, is it
Commissioner
Knight,
Gordon,
where it's the guy who played Mike Ehrmantraut
so you know,
in Breaking Bad, or is
woman
this...
has a lot of juice with the governor.
Because I don't think this is Mike Ehrmantraut, but it kind of sounds like him a little bit, so they're really similar
situations like this, Gordon.
kinds of
Riddler in custody if you'd only
performances.
So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should...
And you are... Angry Woman.
This is Amanda Waller.
Can't trust you, person.
Agency.
What are the feds doing?
The agency.
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them
It'd be really funny if Amanda Waller was a
tracking that
supervillain
maniac
or a
for some
superhero
time.
named The Wall.
No one knows more about him than we do.
Because, you know, she has that nickname.
World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
I've never heard of this agency.
Okay, so I'm going to be condescending to Waller. That's my whole plan.
We like to keep a low profile.
That means she operates from the shadows.
Koksky, I agree. I think you could do Riddler. You could have done the Riddler in the Nolan movies as well. And I think that's why people expected that in Rises.
He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong.
I also like that there was a costume villain
and if
going
these
back that
theatrics are
far.
anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My
I
people
also
tell
go on
me you
record
did some
to say that
good
I
work
think
out
overall
there,
this game is
Batman.
better written than the first game.
You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team.
That's right, TSV. No one
I heard
screws
how you
with the
dealt with
wall.
Lady Arkham. Not to mention the city's corrupt mayor.
We
could do great
let's
things
make Gordon
together
love
if we
us.
joined forces.
I work with Gordon. No one else.
I answer only to the
appreciate
president.
loyalty,
Oh man,
but that
Waller will remember that. And that's the first time Waller will remember someone will remember something.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says.
I thought you meant maybe I can't trust him. Like,
please, Commissioner.
he's evil, like in the
in a hostage situation.
movie
we got an
version of
ambulance
Gotham
full
by
of civilians
Gaslight.
with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers.
Thomas Edgell, I think
Cowboys
Best
clearly
Waller,
don't know
I'm gonna
what you're
say
doing.
the
You're
Justice
putting
League
all this
version.
on me?
You're the commanding officer,
The cartoon show?
aren't you? Or are those stars
back
purely
off.
for show?
Back off, Waller. Don't blame the police. Blame Riddler. Or hadn't you noticed he
There's a
was
song
the
in there.
one
Don't
cutting
blame
off
the
fingers?
police.
Oh, I noticed, all right. Just like I noticed you let him get away. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future.
Oh, that's a good point, Rohith. He
I gotta get a
was
security
elected
detail on Maury
in the
while
mock
he's in
presidential election that we had.
Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know.
I
so far.
forgot Gordon did win that,
It's a
didn't he?
token of interdepartmental cooperation.
Nice memory.
nerve on
Thanks
her.
for sticking around
Don't
since
tell these
then,
people a
by the
thing,
way.
especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh.
I love this feels as classic Riddler as it does, but it also
I'd like
feels
to
like a
see her
Vertigo
try.
comic.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist
yes.
in the Riddler case.
LaFesta, I remember you.
Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I
That's
put
John
together this
Blake.
psychological profile
That's
of
Agent
Riddler.
Robin
See,
John
when you
Blake.
He's changed. For your eyes only. If you catch my drift. The
So was the
target of
idea
the
they're
casino
supposed to be
attack,
the
Rumi Maury. Any idea what
Riddler was a little
wanted from
sillier,
him?
like way
We
back in
figure
the
it
day?
has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
He was asking about a riddle.
What kind
Gotta
of...
grab something, give me a second,
Something
guys.
about a mind bender that drove men to madness.
Interesting. I've heard that before.
Dimitri, it's not John Blake. I think it's just a guy named Blake. I don't know what his first name is. I'm pretty sure it's not John Blake. That was my joke.
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran the store in the shadows.
Did I have a choice there that I missed?
I just wanted
Did I
to
just
say
make things
it's
awkward?
a real honor to meet you.
Likewise.
I do have something I want to ask, though.
I got scary white eyes.
The criminally
Because I'm
insane.
Batman.
You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
Let's be nice to
You can't go
her.
2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
And it goes back way before me, so it's not my fault in this continuity, okay? It's not my fault.
Most people.
Gotham created me. I didn't create Gotham. It's that version. It's that kind of Batman, okay? Avesta will remember that and wrote it down.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go.
Okay, I thought I was being nice to her.
Gotham's your city. I respect
That was less
you.
nice than I expected.
But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of
man, square and circle are both good. I don't like threats.
Kindly to threats, Waller.
Oh, that's better written than the line I thought he was going to say. In simplifying and genericifying the line so that it will fit there, very often it reads like a Goyer line, like a bad Goyer line. He's hit and miss. Like, I'm going to stop you, Goyer line. And then you get the actual line, and then it's like somebody a little better wrote it, you know? Like John Nolan or something. Dimitri says that was so unnecessary. He could have just walked outside. That's true, but he's Batman, and it's more intimidating when he does things like that. And I'd like to know if that's how he exits regardless of what you pick. Because in the whole being mean to Waller thing and being kind of condescending to her, I kind of get that you do that in that scene.
I've taken the liberty.
And frankly, if I had a grappling hook, I would use it every chance I got.
Thanks, Al.
This is also a different Batman than we're used to because
maybe music will help.
Because like he plays music to feel better about things, and let's go for jazz.
Something.
Cool. And he takes sandwiches from Gordon or from Alfred. Rockman said, "It's not just a waterfall; it's also a car wash."
It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
This piece is a little too mellow for Batman. Oh, look. There's elect Harvey Dent. Okay, so it says elect Harvey Dent because in the first game you get like 3 choices of what goes on that poster, and Eric and I picked the most generic one. And then that's the Penguin. So this is all stuff about the last game. I'm not going to look at everything because I don't want to take forever. Catwoman, of course, was also really important in the last game. We spent the whole game trying to sleep with her and then realized that was not as difficult as we thought it might be. There's Lady Arkham. So this is all recap stuff. I think kind of throwing a bone for anybody that maybe missed the first game. I'm not sure if very many people would have even thought to play this that didn't play the first game, but I guess it also just helps if it's been a while since
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency.
Well, and Rokeith, the owl thing is kind of weird because
here. Know your enemy and all
that's a Dick Grayson thing when he becomes Batman and just before it, he calls.
It comes and goes.
Alfred Owl a lot of memory serves.
Since the kidnapping and
all
the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Alfred, it's clearly a problem. You should get it looked at.
I like this Alfred because he seems so traditional, but he also can really take care of himself and can, wield a gun and stuff if memory serves. So he's not like ultra badass Alfred, but he's capable. He's in bad shape in the first game. I guess this is the big thing that this has in common with Batman and Robin, is that Alfred's not doing well health-wise. Okay, I guess we'll just go one at a time here. Oh yeah, so we can read all this, but I'm not going to. right now. I've looked at some of this, not that I remember it all, but I think we need to look at the Codex. Yes, the Codex. Not to be confused with the one from Man of Steel. There's all these people. There's Amanda Waller. So yeah, if you want to spend a bunch of time reading on a screen in a video game. So see, yeah, there's Special Agent Blake. He's not given a first name. It could be John. It's possible. He's cruel, calculating, and merciless, and I will bring him down. Okay, I think that's hilarious, that Batman would have, like, little notes of just, like, anger and fury in his computer. Like, just make a middle note. I don't like this guy. It's gonna be a problem. I wonder how he made an enemy out of the Riddler. It's funny these are all in the first person. That cracks me up. I don't know how much of this we actually have to look at. And then there's my parents. Makes me a very different kind of Batman. I didn't look at the ones at the top. I don't know if I have to look at all these or not. I'm not really sure what I have to do. No, his name is Robin, obviously. There's Montoya. I can't remember if she's a big deal in this or the first game. We do a bunch of stuff with her. I think it's this game. I forget. It'll all come back to me. Oh, I did have to look at all that. Okay. Okay, so I did that stuff. There's the back computer. Movie tickets. Oh yeah, I gotta look at the movie tickets.
Never forget.
Okay. So that wasn't important, except just to remind me that it sucked that my parents died, and I didn't want that to ever happen to another child, but then I also didn't want the city to be made worse by me like it was my parents. Did I really have to walk all the way around that chair? But was that necessary? Okay, what else do I have to do here? Suppose I get stuck in these.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights.
The shadow government.
Decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position.
Gotham Section 31.
He's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some
Blue
competition.
Dragon 5. I always thought that was a real brave choice.
I wonder if we need be worried.
The Riddler's
not
a flashy
thing,
homicidal
of course,
maniac
you'd want to see
with a thing for
retconned in
puzzles,
comics. That's
and
why it's
Waller and her
cool to get an
agency
alternate
might be
version
just
like this
as
where you can do
dangerous.
those kinds of things.
Again,
take those
Waller
risks.
may be running a more ethical
Do the experiment and
operation.
see if you can keep him... see how close you can keep him to the classic character that we know.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned.
Noah, are
Sounds
you a They
settling.
Might Be Giants fan?
I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld.
I was
Even
singing their song
Carmine
Shadow
Falcone
Government,
gave him a
and he
wild
knows the
bird.
song.
He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex.
Ah, cool!
The agency realized
Noah,
Riddler
I
was
think
still
The
alive
Else
and
is
orchestrated a prison break at Peña.
technically their best album. It's not my favorite.
Here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler. Just Riddler. Why willingly?
Oh, you don't look as good without your mask. You should put that back on.
To get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. You ask me, he needs help.
TSV, I agree. The Hulk would have
clearly
been
sick.
probably the smartest thing
The
for
man
Telltale
is
to
in
do
urgent
from
need of a doctor.
Marvel.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
Hi, Ronimus. How are you?
What was that? You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
No one cared who he was until he wore a mask.
I take everything back.
All these TBG references suddenly in the comments. You guys are great. Okay, so we already looked at this codex stuff. Is there anything else in here we really have to do? Are we done? Cool, and now things start happening.
Gift is all about.
That sometimes gets me stuck where it leaves you in the computer, which makes me think I'm supposed to do more stuff in there.
Hasn't changed.
But then because you've done everything it needs you to do, even though there's more things you could read, when you back out, it triggers new developments. Is all this really necessary? Like, where I have to do all this. Where, like, this doesn't make me feel like Batman, because I'm not figuring all this out myself. It's really funny. It's like, step one.
Engraved along the rim.
Crank this
thing. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
The riddles in this game are better than normal.
Familiar? I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember
I would
the
love a
answer,
physical version of this prop, by the way.
Sadly, no.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Yeah, TSV, it is like the Beware the Grooves. Batman Batcave. Beware the Batcave! Okay, find something to use the disc with. Well, we already used the back and is it? Talk to Alfred. I'm gonna assume that it's not the back computer. Is there something else in here? Let me explore for just a second here. Can I walk down the steps? Let's try coming over here. Can I put it in my mask? Can I put it in my bat suit? Look at all my bat suits.
No one beats Lucius's handiwork.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got that whole thing with... Is that whole thing with Lucius and his daughter in this game? Now I'm starting to conflate things between the games. I'm pretty sure that's this game. Yes, it's the record player. That's why I thought.
A record needle.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of what's done with her, I guess, but...
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest,
it's not that hard, though.
You're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
Man, that's pretty ominous.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course.
Man, isn't it crazy to get a Riddler that predates Batman that this far back? And then we're going to see Joker's origin in this game. And then it's going to be that satisfying.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at,
when usually I don't like Joker having an origin. But it's still mysterious enough.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
If that sound continued through the rest of the game, would it be more or less irritating than whatever sound apparently was playing when I tried to broadcast earlier?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Lucius, I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon.
He's break fasting.
What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern.
Well, Dimitri, Riddler has to assume that Batman is a rich person that can get his hands on a record.
Okay, I can meet you
go find a friend.
in a little bit. We'll fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, no, I remember where that goes.
Really? Your daughter working alongside you.
I'm going to try not to give too many big spoilers because it seems like there are a bunch of people in this chat tonight that have never watched this game.
Can't wait to see Tiffany.
I remember when I was a kid, when I was young, we played games. but now we watch them.
I'll be also
good hunting. And I have a car that turns into a Batmobile. I think that's also in the first game. Dimitri says that this Lucius Black actor is doing half Morgan Freeman and half Sean Connery. That's great. I feel like universally we base Wayne Manor, Wayne Enterprises on the one from Batman Begins now.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what
I'm not sure right off the top of my head who that is, Thomas. I have to look it up.
I just talked to the board, and our stock price has doubled since you took the company back from Oswald Cobblepot. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but
I went to war with this woman last time I played this game. We'll see where it goes this time.
But what's in that case?
It's my Daredevil costume.
Oh, this.
Remember last time I tried to make her my friend, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
Well,
she was just on to me constantly.
We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Dragon 5 thinks this woman's working for Court of the Owls. It's possible. I could have seen that as their third game. Not necessarily her, but Court of the Owls.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
Shh, don't say bat
This is the
tech.
thing you were talking about?
Someone might be
One of
listening.
Riddler's puzzles.
You never know.
Some kind of test.
You might have a mic in this puzzle box.
Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why
I never thought when I was a kid I would play a video game where I had to push buttons to
anything
open
to go by.
suitcases.
He left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Ronimus, I have considered broadcasting on Twitch.
Knowing how his mind works.
I'm real back and forth on whether or not I should do it there or do it here. Because, of course, my audience right now is here, and I don't know how long it would take me to build a new one there, and how many people would go over and watch on Twitch. I love people's suggestions and advice on that, whether or not you'd like to see me stay here or go to Twitch. Because I am trying to streamline on YouTube.
Micropulse waveform.
And not post too many videos to oversaturate things.
Signal, maybe?
So whenever I stream, it's extra
I was
content.
hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
Wonder, I would think a Court of the Owls game would be real puzzling.
Think fast.
I'm just imagining the maze. What happens if you don't die? Does it just like hit you in the head and then you're like bleeding on the floor and then you have to start the scene over? That would be embarrassing.
Tiffany?
Now Beck Studios is doing TMG parodies.
My God, Tiffany.
With Dr. Worm.
been a while.
Wow.
Some
people that really know their TMG.
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable.
Well, Keith, I think you're right. I think that
observation.
tie is a little much.
Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh?
That is so
You
professional.
always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
Well, I'm strange, but I'm not that into projectiles being aimed at my head.
Knowing where this is going, I'm not the biggest fan of this character.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
Of Tiffany.
I didn't...
I don't know if I'm going to be the nicest to her this time around.
Great first impression, huh?
I think it might be really funny to try to make her not
gadget, if I
want
say
to
so
work with me.
Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
It's my tie.
And I don't just mean what happened.
I'm wearing a Fox Mulder tie.
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Elderly.
You look...
Unbelievably badass.
Badass.
No. That is
I didn't pick it because it was a good line.
I'm the resident badass around here.
I picked it because I want to make things as awkward with her as humanly possible.
You just said that out loud.
Hi, Batfank.
See, Bruce? It's her first day.
Yeah, folks, on the screen here, I can't actually see the super chats, but I will pull them up if anybody would like to leave one.
Don't.
Too late.
Somebody
Already
just
touched
said
it.
there's one in there.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The
Being
circuitry
careful
design.
is so strange.
It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost.
Rockman put in a $3 super chat and says he likes our chamber. Thanks, Rockman. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's above your clearance.
Well, your clearance level isn't high enough.
I'm sorry, Lucius Fox's daughter. I just don't like you that much.
It's not high enough now. Give me a few weeks and I'll know all your secrets.
He's got a son in the comics who becomes the second Batwing, if memory serves.
Come on, guys. Clearance? You two don't have the slightest idea what this thing is, do you?
Rokeith says her attire is also unprofessional. It's funny.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Blue Dragon 5. Tiffany, quick, build a Faraday
Figure this
cage.
freakish thing
That's
out.
great. Yes,
Tiffany
Luke
did
Fox, that's
graduate
right.
first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
But why don't you get through your first day
Being so
of work?
mean to her.
Moving on to something
Does she look vaguely like Shuri to anybody else?
Advanced.
Like that actress could play her, right?
Whatever. I've got to get back to orientation anyway.
I can't remember that actress's name. I like her. I like her a lot. I want to see other things she's in besides Black Panther. Because, man, she just got me
Have
in
fun
Black Panther. I love
scratching
her.
your heads.
Blue Dragon 5 agrees, yeah. Kind of like a ticked off Shuri.
All right, then. Time to
She's like
crack
Shuri
this
if I didn't like her.
I never told her, you know.
Yeah, she's just a
Told her what
little
I really do at Wayne Enterprises.
entitled and
We do. I understand
stuck
your
up, kinda full
hesitation
of
about
herself.
involving her in this Riddler business.
just don't like her.
But,
well, yeah, demographic. Shuri is
should
funnier than
consider
her
bringing
because Shuri
Tiffany
is
into the fold.
funny.
Into the mission. If not now, then in the future.
Wait, do you still have
We're
my
going to need
parents
help
on the wall?
If we're going to be
I don't know
dealing
if that's
with
in
the
poor
likes
taste
of
at this
Riddler,
point.
and we can trust her.
You know how dangerous our business is.
And what I mean is I don't want
I
her
couldn't
around
live
because
with
she
myself
irritates
if
me.
something happened to Tiffany. I'm just gonna have to say no.
That's the polite thing to say.
It's your secret to tell.
Lucius will
Yes, it
remember
is.
that.
May I just say,
And so once again,
Burdens
Lucius,
are lighter.
don't say Batman
Carried by
things
many.
in the office. She had a drone.
Shall
They
we
could
go
have
down
picked
to
it
the
up.
actually, the equipment we need is down in my office.
Kotsky
taken
says,
care of in
you're
no
being such a
time."
meanie to poor Tiffany. Good, be meaner. I believe I will.
Mr. Wayne,
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is
But
my
not as
brother,
mean as I will
Special
be to
Agent
Waller.
Blake.
I'm going to be as mean as humanly possible to Waller, because it's Waller.
Guess I'll see you in a bit.
Oh,
I'll be down
okay.
in my office.
Okay, bye.
Whenever
I
you,
don't know why
get
I
done here.
need to choose
Keep
this
me in the
one.
loop
This
about that,
seems like kind of extraneous dialogue. Why am I picking that dialogue?
Sorry for the unannounced
You guys, this is
visit.
fun. This is
We're
kind of
the
just like
agency's
doing a movie
behavioral
commentary.
Analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Am I in trouble?
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how
TSV.
much.
She looks like a Tiffany in the worst way possible. Do you not like people named Tiffany? We all have names like that, right? We're like, we've only known people that irritate us with that name. I'm not going to mention any in case there's anybody in the audience that either
This
has
office
that name or is married to
really
someone with that
represents
name
you.
or
Oh, I like to
has
think so.
parent with that name. Okay, I will. I haven't known a lot of Ashleys I've liked.
Is this you?
There are a couple.
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
Like, I get that it isn't
So happy.
public
After
knowledge,
everything
or
you've
is it? I
been
forget.
through,
I don't think it's public
I
knowledge
don't
what
know
happened
how
with
you
his
still
parents,
do
but
it.
I don't know if I
Do what?
put that on the wall.
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham.
Blue Dragon
You
5
still
says
give so
Sam and
much back to
Chad
the
are
city.
bad guy names.
Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
I'm gonna just answer my phone.
How's it going down there?
I left that file on your desk.
I'm so
Think you can
condescending
bring it
to
down?
everyone.
I'll be down in just a second.
I mean, as Bruce Wayne.
What
As
were you
Bruce Wayne, I'm so condescending to
A
everyone.
bit of a mystery.
What
I'm saying is it's
What is it
rude to
you
pick
want?
up your phone
The agency recently
when
brought
I'm
me
talking
in
to you.
draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Ooh, which way do I want to go with this? That guy in the news?
That psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
Well, no, Thomas, I
A
guess I
lot of
wouldn't
things
have.
happened to you last year.
issues buying jewelry from Tiffany's because
You
Tiffany's not
helped
one of
the
those names that
GCPD
I have a
capture
thing with.
Oswald Cobblepot, better
I
known
just don't
as
like
the
this
Penguin.
Tiffany that much.
He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend.
Thanks for that exposition. I was there. I remember that.
You've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They're not
This is like
attracted
that
to me anymore
Penguin
than the
speech in 60s Batman.
We
When
live in one of
he's
the most
always
dangerous
surrounded
cities
by
in
criminals.
Stands to reason.
He must be a criminal.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
This is all very specific,
We understand that it was
suspicious,
during
right?
your stay in Arkham where you and John met
It's a smart game.
friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
I am
According to
kind of
hospital
excited to get
records,
to
you
this
and
version of
John
Harley
were
again. She's
involved in a
really
riot.
interesting.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Zaz thing.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been
Okay, so
scared.
Eric and I were wondering this first time we played
John
this.
was discharged from Arkham months ago.
Is the big
No one has
gap
seen
in his
him
ear
since.
like a mistake?
I was
Or
thinking maybe you have.
was there something that happened in the
would you
first game
think
that I'm
that?
forgetting?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
He looks like he got part of his ear ripped out.
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not.
I wanted to say
agree
that's
with that.
creepy, but I didn't. Oh, Back Studio says
Why
he
would
hates
he write
playing
down
this.
my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Wonder I liked it a
Well, I
lot
haven't seen or heard
when
from
I
him,
when I
so-
played it last time. We'll see how I feel about it this time around.
Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office.
Oh,
with a
okay.
bunch of
Blue Dragon
photos.
5. So that is
Two-Face, Penguin,
continuity
Lady
thing.
Arkham,
Awesome.
You know, Gotham's most notorious. They've
So
got
that's
all
another
these
thing that's
little
informed by
strings
my
connecting
choices from
them.
last game.
Like
She
the
says Two-Face, but we don't see
And
the
you, my
the
friend,
accident because it doesn't
are at
happen.
the
It didn't
center.
happen in my playthrough.
You keep pretty strange company.
He's still called Two-Face
Someone wants
because
everyone
what happens to
think
his
he's such a
mind.
stand-up guy.
I'm sorry. Are you accusing me of something?
But he doesn't actually get his face messed up.
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne.
Oh,
You're
interesting.
afraid.
Blue Dragon 5
Maybe
says
you
it
don't
was
trust
either
us.
lose an ear or Alfred loses an eye.
Maybe you're a criminal.
Oh, so he would have this whole game had an eye
Maybe you're not the
patch
hero people
or
think you are.
something? Cool.
You've got the wrong idea.
I'm gonna keep trying to play this level-headed, I think.
That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
I didn't know that. That's really interesting,
We'll pick
guys.
this up another time.
Guys, we're about an hour in. Thanks a bunch for hanging out with me. Got a nice crowd here. Hope you're enjoying it. I sure am.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did
I
you
wish these
figure
games
out?
were still being made.
I've solved the
It is
Riddler's
really
puzzle,
fun
Bruce.
live streaming these.
Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Just stay calm. I'll be right there. I'm Batman. You know that.
You just hold tight, Lucius.
Just don't say
Coming
it
down
to
to
the
help.
drones,
Too late for
okay?
that. Tell Tiffany that I love her.
Of course, there's a bunch of
And
other
I'm sorry
Telltale
I
games
wasn't around more.
that we could play.
We really made a difference, didn't we?
I really enjoyed the first chapter of Walking Dead. I could do that at some point, maybe.
Lucius.
I didn't play it on. But it would be ultra depressing. Oh, man. What's going to happen? Oh, there's a fire. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening
Yep,
an
guys, can you believe that?
into what they are calling
If you
an
haven't
industrial accident.
played this
Wayne
before,
Enterprises chief technology
we just
officer,
killed off Lucius.
Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small
Yeah, it's
service
pretty
is
unceremonious.
being
That's
held for
true,
the tech giant and
Dimitri.
father of three
I didn't
at
believe it
Trinity
the first time out. I was
Church
like,
this Sunday.
surely not. Nope, he's dead. He is dead. And now we got to deal with his grieving daughter, who is, you know, understandably sad, but it's awkward because I don't like her.
Lucius. From the very beginning. I'm gonna miss you.
Cinematographic, what do you mean by Wyatt Tuesday?
He was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family.
Rockman says, good thing there's still a techie character left.
Was one
Yeah.
thing.
It is kind of silly that she's introduced right then and then immediately we lose her dad.
Personal. We can't let it
retroactively, it's easy to say
struck at the heart of our operations.
She should have been put in the first game.
And tore a family apart in the process.
Ooh, I like that line.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge.
I'm going to try to keep my principles intact.
To Gotham, and that's
part of my plan with this playthrough.
As long
Don't be my
as
parents.
he is stopped.
I get invested in this as the protagonist, most certainly.
Bring poor Lucius back.
Dimitri, spoiler alert, she really won't.
Lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yeah, I think he only has a daughter in this, Dimitri, and not a son, or maybe he has like a real, like an infant son. I can't remember. Maybe we'll find out here at the funeral. And is his wife dead? I don't remember any of the background of Lucius in this.
None of this feels real.
I'm not going to do He's in a Better Place, but I'm also not going to do anything I can do.
I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like.
Koksky, but isn't Batman's entire thing kind of about revenge in some way? Yeah.
Sudden
I mean, usually that's, despite himself, something of a part of it.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know?
But in this, I think it's as much about trying not to go down the same road that his parents did.
Mom used to complain. My little brother.
This is not a complete inversion, of course, but this is about a Batman who is shaped by the city more or as much as he shapes the city.
He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter.
Oh, okay.
Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about.
I know it's no consolation, but the work your father was doing...
Just so you know, his work was more important than you. Okay, it was.
More important than family.
Well, no, it's just than you.
Well, what did you...
It is, though. That is what I meant.
Tiffany...
I'm sorry.
We'll try and take your child to work day at Wayne Enterprises. It's great.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce.
Oh, that's rough.
There was hardly anything left.
I once worked in a mortuary, and I have seen
what were you guys working on
remains of burn victims, and it's real sad. It's awful.
Please tell me.
This would be
my own
worse.
Sanity.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just normal corporate R&D stuff.
So is nobody asking the question about his ear?
In my dad's lab, maybe, but not in his office. I know a cover story when I hear one.
She just claimed that it's when he was... That one time I got thrown in Arkham.
When I was 6.
Blue Dragon 5, I would if I remembered more about it. I mean, I have some cool stories about the mortuary, but I wish I had taken some notes while I was there. It's been a long time.
You're trying to keep me away from it. Was that what killed him?
Rohith, that's a great point.
Did you put my father's life at risk for that?
I have not been using the don't say anything option.
I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
Maybe this time I won't say anything.
To know.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take your advice here.
I thought so.
Because I think it's funny.
I hope you can forgive yourself.
See, I had to find some way to make this conversation go south.
Whatever you got my father into, I will find out.
This is not what I did last time.
Shout it to the world.
Hey, I'm consistent. I want to make her not want to be a bad person.
So sorry, really. It's such a
Bang!
Blue Dragon 5. Man, she is cranky Shuri. Oh, and then Joker just shows up at this funeral. That's great.
You knew
Forgot
my
about
father.
that.
Well, no, but... Whoa, whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Blue Dragon 5. Outfits get really uncomfortable. Yes, they do.
Gonna leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same...
Now, Eric and I tried to get as close to keeping him from becoming the Joker as possible, which of course we knew couldn't happen, but stay his friend the whole time. I don't know if I'm going to play it that way this time. I'm going to kind of feel my way through this. I love this version because he's funny.
I knew you'd be hurting. See,
I laugh at this Joker a lot.
I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
I'm gonna play this like I don't know how to deal with
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right?
This crazy guy, and he has social.
It hasn't
tick issues.
It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know?
It remains really impressive how consistent the characterization feels no matter what you pick. Most of the time.
That gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like...
Water, I mentioned this at the beginning before you got here. I got the Batsuit Joker version at the end, and that's why I'm playing through this again, to see what it's going to be like going the other way. So I'm going to intentionally make sure that it goes the other way next time to see what that ending's like.
How did you get out? Oh my god, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a
Blue Dragon 5 will cat
for
drink the milkshake. There's a milkshake?
If
I don't remember that.
everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Cinematographic. Seriously, Bruce, what is going on with your collar?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox.
Joker
He was a
introduced
friend.
at this funeral for a guy he's never met.
Father.
It's brilliant.
A husband.
I mean, in this story. I know he was in the last game.
A leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, doing like the pseudo Lex Clark thing with Joker and Bruce, it shouldn't work, but it's just brilliant. I love it so much. Hi, John.
But if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham, sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zaz. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I never made that promise.
I got into a...
I'm gonna resist him a little bit this time.
We did, Bruce. You saw that place, saw those doctors.
Last time I played through this, I kind of played dumb and I acted like he was always right. I'm not gonna do that this time.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
Seven Beetle of Doom, that's interesting. The notion that Sony could make a standalone Green Goblin movie after the Joker. I can see them thinking of it because they keep giving villains movies.
Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
Gosh, John, I don't know. My schedule's just so packed these days.
Please don't blow me
I'm
off.
going this way just because I'm curious to see
what we went through
what it's
together.
like. It's not what I did last time.
Maybe try my secretary.
Disappointing. You know, I spoke so highly of you. I told them you'd fit right in. Just makes me...
What I'm doing is not necessarily smart. I'm just curious to see what it's going to be like.
Lash out. Shh. We're here tomorrow.
Yeah, Seven Beetle, they really wanted that Sinister Six movie. It could still happen.
Mourning the loss of your teeth.
Calm down. Calm down.
Easy, easy, John.
You can get your face bashed
Take a
in.
deep breath, okay? Calm down.
You're right.
TSV, that's not a bad idea either. Doing a Doc Ock standalone film.
Sorry, Bruce. That outburst, it's antisocial, I know. Dr.
There's a good argument for that in the PS4 Spider-Man game.
Rejection.
I've got to focus. I got to concentrate on the story here.
You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the
Bane. I mean the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's...
And at the end, we're going to have a war of jokes and riddles.
I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but...
Hieronymus Firefly shows up. Is it Firefly in Arkham Origins?
Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone.
I think.
I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Just from the news. The guy's
can't let you know I'm
sick in
Batman.
the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
Tell me where he is. I am not messing around, John.
Oh, Bruce, I missed your fire. I really did.
I maybe shouldn't have gone for that choice because...
The maniac always made people go to him for meetings.
I don't know that made a lot of sense. John's next line should have been, I thought you didn't know who I was talking about.
Honestly, that's all I know.
Hi, Magpie. Good to see it.
Even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you.
Oh, interesting, Ren.
See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Do not get involved.
When this clearly means so much to you. No. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this.
Wonder, I always assumed they were
friends later, like I asked. Look,
we used to call
I think I've stayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna sit away.
Still, that conversation was nearly as entertaining as it was when I was going along with him. Noah says he prefers Troy Baker's Joker voice. Yeah, but this one's really good for this version.
I miss this.
Because he's so different. The kind of sniveling... Yes?
Me too, John.
Be in touch.
Shoulder touch.
Bye, Bruce. Until next time.
They should do that in the next...
Intriguing fellow.
Spider-Verse movie.
Certainly not one for decorum.
Where he does the shoulder touch thing and then uses that to put a tracking device on someone.
Whatever you say about John, he gave
Miles was
me a lead
like,
on
hey.
Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
And that we're trying really hard not to create a worse villain than Riddler. We're gonna lose, but we're gonna try really hard. Oh, you think TSV? That's interesting. The idea that he sounds like the Joker for the Dark Knight Returns animated movie. That's, of course, Ben Linus from Lost, and he's... I can't remember his name, Rob. He's brilliant.
To get uglier.
I could see him turning into that
Wayne
voice.
Towers starts
He's, of course,
Makes you wonder what's
older and
next.
grizzled and
I bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing.
a lot more sinister by that
world's
point.
got
But I
it
can see
out for
this
that guy.
version turning into that
Spent
eventually.
some time in Arkham,
Sure.
gets dragged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What
I can
happens?
handle it.
Someone
But I'm not gonna
bombs
tell
his
you that
company.
Who can handle
Wayne
it?
picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he? You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised?
Stop honking.
East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up.
Ha,
I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Well, that is a no man's land. We have a mini no man's land. Okay.
A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater
TSB.
there.
This scene would be so much better with Sarah S. standing there going, "Quit smoking! Stop it!"
The land at the
Remember when Sarah Essen was in Gotham for 5 seconds?
The only thing there is an old water tower.
I had forgotten about that until just now.
Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice
Roki,
work,
that's true. I mean, we don't put smoking in a lot of stuff in general these
I'll have
days.
to eat her words. Whatever
No,
you
Batman,
said to
your
her
line
at the
is,
casino really got up her nose.
You should join him in that.
I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
Jim, this isn't Star Wars.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way.
See, I like the idea of trying really hard to separate myself from Waller, so I'm going to be as not violent as I can in this.
It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you were the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller...
Which I just think is interesting from a narrative standpoint, because Batman has to be above the law to some degree, so that's going to be a contradiction.
In the Riddler case.
He's going to try. I've said this before, one of the things that's really interesting about playing a game like this is I feel like
give her ammunition with the governor.
There's some percentage of this I'm part writer. Oh man, I thought I got the circle, but I didn't.
I guess it's the right thing to do.
No, it's not. Keep her in the dark. That's what I was trying to do.
Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Magpie, I have not watched the rest of Titans yet. I say yet. I'm not really planning on it. I don't want to. Doom Patrol I will watch another couple episodes of and consider finishing. And then what I'm seeing the Swamp Thing, it looks really cool. There was that kind of scare of they're dropping a couple episodes and all that, but... Meanwhile, back in the scary basement. Oh god. Oh my god.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said
that cut was a little weird. For a second, I was like...
the cooperation.
It felt like we skipped ahead or something.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Oh, there's going to be like a big death trap in this room, if memory serves. And I think there's a whole bunch of stuff we have to explore here about Riddler.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
That's really embarrassing. That man would just like flip around. I'm curious to see what HBO is doing with Watchmen. I can't say I'm
Hear no evil.
Excited yet,
no evil.
But I'm certainly gonna give it a shot. Okay, do I need to go down this? Oh, yeah, here comes the death trap!
Damn it!
Oh my god.
It's stuck!
No way to open it.
I remember failing a couple times here, but I don't remember
out?
what exactly I'm supposed to do yet.
We go
Follow the flashing arrow!
After you.
Oh yeah, just go right into the trap. Batman is always consistent about making sure he goes into the trap. That's a major Batman rule. I'll make it out. I'm sure. You'll be alright.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Rodimus, I don't think Deadshot shows up anywhere in these two games. Oh my god, he killed Lex Luthor!
Oh, god.
Oh, no, it's just low-rent hitman. Yeah, Rokeith, I'm gonna concentrate here, because I don't remember what exactly I'm supposed to do yet, but I remember getting stuck here.
Holy crap.
There's a real, like, sadistic choice kind of thing here. I believe. Oh, he is Lone Red Hitman. Look, he has no barcode.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt.
Let's look at this horribly mangled body and figure out how exactly he died.
There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
Noah says, I see you're on the box. You guys are really clever tonight.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted.
One shoe is missing, the other is gone. The third one is spinning all over the lawn. How did I miss the phone?
He's trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Wait a minute.
Me?
None of our phones are getting a signal. Why are you still using a flip phone, Gordon? Does a smartphone not come in handy in police work?
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
That's the most obvious way to show a person is older and out of touch. Like, he's still using a flip phone. I don't buy that with Gordon. I think that's silly.
That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Good one, Roheath.
Play along.
We can learn
I guess
from
you're
his
phoning it
mistakes.
in.
Let's find out what he did wrong.
Okay, guys. Here in a little bit, this is gonna get really creepy and
one shoe.
Intense.
Those belong to poor Cinderella over there.
My shoes are melting! Do you want to play a game? Okay, so I feel like an idiot, but this symbol is something, right? Like, I feel like I've seen this in a lot of things. It's not just an ampersand. Like, it looks kind of like an ampersand, but it's a thing, right? Oh, we gotta do the link thing. Okay, so, what I gotta link to? Eric always did the linking. Do we have to link to missing fingers?
No, nothing that would have severed his fingers in there.
Well, I didn't think so, but...
Masks. Each
yes,
one is
that's my hearing aid! Another day of wine and roses. Or in your case, beer and pizza.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
There must be a connection to the monkey statue.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
You're right, Seven Beetle. The Jigsaw Riddler, to some degree, we've done that 3 times now. In extra media, even.
There are bleeds inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
The safe could have melted those shoes.
That was the thing I could link. Open the safe. That's just a link, though.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
Beer drink!
Chose the wrong
We're gonna see
one.
beer drink again in this game.
Lost him his fingers.
Okay. I remember figuring out what exactly this links to took me a bit. Zooming farther into this room. Oh, look, a gun. I don't like those. But I'm gonna pick it up anyway.
That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's
Crusty
shoes
shoes.
to see them.
God.
It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Wally.
I don't say shiny shoes, mother have got it up anymore. For a while, that was right up there because
monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
I like this Gordon. He's gruff, but he's not unlikable like he is in some of the Arkham games.
Huh. Well, that's the same
Thomas
kind
says
of
you are the
body
weakest link.
cam
You guys are
the
hilarious
GCPD
tonight.
issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
We're losing viewers over the boringness
Because you've
of
been
the
so candid with me, I
detective
have a
work.
chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive. We'll catch you. The agency, I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead.
He's gonna do something with that game.
If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues.
I like just the one question mark
for motivation?
on the
Screw you!
on the coat there. Yeah, see? I told you. Ow, my everything!
While he beat him.
Man, I've been doing this so long, I'd really like there to be a Coke machine back here somewhere. Couldn't one of these things be a Coke machine? God, I could really go for a soda. Where's the soda? I can't believe I didn't look at the dead
Another
chamber.
one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
No, it's an agony booth. Obviously, it was built by Malcolm Reed. Okay, porthole.
The glass.
Porthole.
It's polarized.
No, that's true. Batman only drinks Diet Coke.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Soda drink. We got beer drink, and then we got soda drink. It's not even the soda we usually use in DC. It's just I can't remember the name of that. There's a was it Soda Cola? Soda Cola, yeah. But this is just soda drink.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's our first clue to leave. Get out of there. Okay. You guys, I might be crazy, but I think there's a chance that the thing that could boil you alive did that to his shoes.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside.
I'm a genius, you guys.
He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing bad
My shoes are
on
melting!
fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch.
TSP, that's hilarious.
No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call.
Are they, though?
It's worth checking out.
I mean, you should check. I don't know how good the chances are, though. I mean, like, Riddler is usually played as a technical genius. I think there's as good of a chance that he did scrub his machine, yeah? Unless he just knew for sure he was coming back.
Addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
I don't know why the background on his computer is Cubert.
Maury. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know,
Seven Beetle of Doom, that's a good point.
Tabs on
Constantine
Maury
would
for a while
be great
now.
for Telltale.
She must have known.
Boom, boom, boom.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
I like this guitar music.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other.
I had no idea that what we were talking about here was a gang of all villains you've heard of. Spoiler alert, but it is going to be a gang of people you're familiar with. It's pretty cool. That man is playing Cubert. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Just like that.
Have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Yeah, TSV, this is a Batman with some personality. And he's a little more informal than he sometimes is. And he talks a little more than normal. You know, maybe this is a crazy thing to say. Sometimes these games feel a little bit like if the Batman was a really serious Batman game. I mean, like rated R Batman thing. Okay, so we gotta link this. What do I have to link it with? Where am I linking? Where am I linking? I don't know. Is it this computer? Is it? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to link to. Or if I have anything to link to yet. No? Yeah, TSV, I of course really wanted another of these games as well. Okay, guys, bear with me a second.
Prototype of the trap he used on.
He really took his time walking over that body, or walking around that body.
Extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
So many easier ways to commit crimes, like...
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. But this
signals
Batman, he's not exactly jokey.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals.
He's got more of a sense of humor than I would expect for such a rated R Batman game. Okay, so somebody said I needed to go to the chamber glass. The chamber glass. I don't see a link to any of the... Oh, is it this? That's the porthole. Is that what we're talking about?
If this door were closed,
okay,
the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
I'm pretty sure the last big thing that happens in this episode is this trap here.
In that cowl or something?
So we shouldn't be too far off. These usually last about 2 hours.
Now I need to know what order they happened in.
This is pretty lengthy and a little tedious, but I mean, like, it's really well conceived, certainly. Oh, I need to pay attention here. I don't think I did this part last time. Eric must have done this. Let's see.
No. Something else happened here. Another dead end.
Oh, I suck at being Batman.
Didn't happen over there.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't figure out how to unlink it. I'm like stuck to this. Why am I stuck on this? Isn't there a way? Hold on, guys.
Another dead end. I need to keep looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to unlink this. Like, does it just have to start here? Because that didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Woke up here where his body cam fell off.
For a second, I thought I was just
call for help.
starting in the wrong place.
I saw the message on the monitors. And willingly put in.
Let's hear this music starting to ramp up a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure after we figure this all out,
the agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box.
That's
so
when we're gonna have to deal with the trap
ourselves.
ourselves.
Out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers.
That was a poor choice.
And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst.
Yeah, because the way you said that for a second, it sounded like he died by losing his fingers.
Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could.
I've seen a lot of dismembered fingers and things lately.
Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The bat suit's armor is heat resistant.
Then he should have gotten out of the kitchen.
It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue.
The kitchen.
Getting inside the box and starting the game.
Where Captain Logan plays video games.
The only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right?
Even for this city,
the last man that went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you.
Would you rather go in? We'll need your help, buddy.
Could be my last. I won't be able to do this without.
I brought another heat-resistant bat suit. I need you to put it on.
Let's win this game.
Wow, I feel like he got convinced very quickly. Gordon, why'd you put me in this? Oh.
Rising, Batman.
Okay, I gotta turn the wheel. How do I do that? Oh, it's down here. See, it keeps doing that.
Hurry the hell up already.
Well, I'm trying. I'm pressing X. What? Oh, there we go. I see.
I can almost make out a message.
It's like a goddamn oven.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
Wow, this Batman's really got his wits about him.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Oh man, we got a 1 in 3 chance.
The safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
This is all legitimately creepy.
Congratulations. You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
This is a pre-recorded message.
The riddle! Use it to open the safe!
This might be really hurting us right now, but if we were dogs, it would be way worse. Okay, where do I go? Where do I go? Okay. Okay, I'm moving forward. I'm gonna get there. Oh my god. Is this sound more or less irritating than the one that was playing when I was trying to broadcast earlier? You know what? I don't think that's the right one. I don't think that's the right one.
I'm running out of time.
Well, I knew I'd die at least once.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device.
Yeah, like, I'm dealing with that noise, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go in a hurry, and I'm not even thinking logically. Like, it's obviously here no evil, but like, I'm trying to just hurry up and get to a save. Hear no high-pitched whining. See no high-pitched whining. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there is no key. There it is. R2!
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
Guys, thanks for sticking around and hanging out with me through all this. Now to look at the missile.
It's
the missile has been added to your inventory.
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's...
I said I thought this was the last big set piece. It's not. There's a whole thing on the bottom here, if memory serves.
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies.
Is this pre-recorded?
Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences
He's got a list just like Oliver Queen did.
Closing in on you, Riddler. We
like his henchman, Oliver Queen.
It's only a matter of time before I find you.
Time is one thing you don't have. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Whatever the agency is, you are worse. You're the one torturing and killing innocents.
I don't actually think
these agents are innocent.
I'd say that to be intimidating.
The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is
I used to be goofy and just obsessed with riddles, but now I'm all sadistic and
so messed up.
I didn't say
I hate this
Waller,
shadow government.
This goes way before her time.
But now that you mention it.
But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain.
Sometimes it interrupts what a person is saying, like dramatically, and sometimes it makes sure it doesn't because important dialogue is being delivered.
I just wanted to see where
I think it's really good
doesn't compromise
and knowing when to do that.
Actually draws his lines. But then you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out,
Bro, you're absolutely right, of course, the whole commentary thing is...
Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
Don't you dare put your crimes on me.
Come on, Batman. I gave the puzzle to you, didn't I? It's not my fault you couldn't solve it. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned.
Look at Gordon, he's just an incompetent cop. He has no idea what's going on.
Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist.
He just believes in government rules and doesn't think that anything ever gets compromised, even though he works in Gotham.
There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear.
Oh man, but that's what I'm holding on to, Riddler. I like that too. So this is really setting us up to think that Riddler's going to be our main villain for the game.
I'll
and
wait
also,
for Waller and pass on what we found.
to think that the whole
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows
the thing with
about
agency is going to be
agency
the
operative
main
in Gotham.
I don't
threat,
blame
the
her.
main idea that we're
If
dealing
they were
with.
my cops,
And it's in
no
there,
one would be
but
sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a second.
Hi, Aaron.
What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
Yeah, no, Eric's
I gotta
on
say,
his way to bed.
the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you.
Yeah, Alex, I played this once before.
Doesn't sit right.
It's been a
with me at
while.
all.
There's a lot of stuff I remember.
thought we
There's
had
some
some
stuff
trust,
that
you
I've
and
most certainly forgotten.
What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
I forgot how big of a government corruption social commentary we were
Because
doing in
I,
this
what,
game.
just happened to stumble into it?
I think it's interesting to do that and the local
I mean, I wasn't born yesterday.
corruption commentary that we do with Gotham.
I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do.
It's easy to
without a
feel like
gigantic
Gotham is its own
support
world sometimes and forget that there's a federal government.
If you really think it's important this stays between us, then I won't say a word. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
Somebody said they love this batsuit. I think it's okay. It feels like a very Nolan-esque batsuit. I'm to a place where I just kind of prefer a more traditional comic book batsuit. I don't love just jet black. A little bit of armor is okay, but, you know, I love the color variation in the Arkham games. It's not all just straight up black.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool with that.
If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's
my friend, and I like him at least as much as I like you.
He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort.
Seven Beetle, I could see that. I could see the Lady Arkham thing happening in the comics.
He is.
Especially after doing a version of Arkham Knight and Detective right now. Which I've not read, but I know that's going on right now.
Find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower.
I thought we were going to be closer to done with this episode by now.
Got it all wrong.
There's still one more big set piece, if memory serves.
The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter.
Because I think I remember the big surprise cliffhanger at the end.
You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God.
And then
you
boom!
Did solve the box.
This signifies boom! And losing my friend, because we did that.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections.
You're right, TSB. I wouldn't think you would make her the same character.
It was the three of us looking out for
Lady
each other.
Arkham.
Now it's two.
We'll need to recruit. No, don't do that. Don't recruit.
We can't indulge in despair, Alfred. We simply don't have time.
See, that's still a little melodramatic, but better than we can't despair.
Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, this war of ours is taking its toll.
Rokeith, you're right, especially because he doesn't want to. Gordon wouldn't want to make too many exceptions.
He plans to.
You know, he sees Batman as a professional.
It's only
but he wouldn't want to work with a whole bunch of civilians. Yeah, you're right.
I doubt he's setting them all puzzle boxes.
It's not just a hit list. It's a hit list with phone numbers.
Walk through it.
Oh, we gotta do this map thing again. Remember the first game? It spins around. Oh, we gotta link more things. So much linking. Somebody was earlier was like, Link, is this a Nintendo game? I just had the Zelda theme in my head ever since. I don't know where I'm supposed to link this to, by the way.
could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Now let's link the missile launcher.
He can broadcast his
I don't know why I have to link these things.
Phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
It's like, there's so much exposition here, we just have to make the player feel like he's kind of doing something.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
That's an interesting idea, Rohith. That Lady Arkham and Arkham Knight can team up. Depending on who Lady Arkham would be, knowing what the identity
it's the only way I can get
looks like it is anyway in the comics, because I've heard some things, I haven't read it,
Alfred.
of that version of Arkham Knight. That could be really interesting.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty.
Alfred's got the solid tie thing going on. He's got the right idea there.
Of course you can.
Why would he say you're indestructible after the health problems? Like, I get he means mentally, but that seems the last thing you'd say to a man that's having health problems.
Get yourself out.
And after you just lost one of your best friends.
What did you figure out? I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
And the other guy who was instrumental in making sure that Batman could do the things Batman does. Well, that's unfortunate. But that makes it a little bit less anticlimactic.
Please.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
No, don't say it out loud. Never do that.
I shouldn't have watched this.
I'm just going to go to my room.
I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
I'm just going to go watch some Downton Abbey and cry in my soup.
All right. I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
We gotta look at the sound. Oh man, I remember this whole thing. Okay. I gotta...
Tiffany.
Gotta keep trying. The two sounds have to be the same.
Is there a way to just play them without having to link? Oh yeah, that's Tiffany. That's okay. Disable. Okay, Tiffany. And
Bruce.
No, that said,
samples don't sound.
That said Bruce. What the heck?
No, the sounds have to match for this to work.
Yeah, no, I know.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
We have to keep doing this, huh?
Bruce.
All right. Batman.
Bruce.
The waveforms match.
This is kind of silly. All you have to do is make sure they both say the same thing.
Riddler's cell phone hack.
Oh, at least I don't have to do it with every one of them.
Signal match and shut down.
That's good.
Launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler
Some of this is
still
still busy
has
working.
Missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately.
But it does feel like you're doing Batman stuff, so you know.
Divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work.
I'm gonna pretend like I like her now. Because I'm not a monster, and she just lost her father.
It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command.
You gonna put that down at some point? Okay, yeah.
Arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
You guys ever played the Telltale Jurassic Park game? That is hilarious.
Unknown contact.
So much weird, silly, busy work stuff you gotta do.
That John guy from the funeral.
Start the car. Open the door.
Who actually...
There's some of that in these. There's so much more of in Jurassic Park. It's hilarious. And not anything like as character driven.
Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
I really thought we'd be done with this episode by now.
Back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer.
No, I would play a Jurassic House game. I would play that all day long.
Is, which
Are you kidding?
Is more likely to help you?
I almost bought the Jurassic House Lego set, but I just didn't think there was enough going on with it. I didn't think it was big enough. For the price, there just were not enough pieces. But I almost got that.
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that
the
Bruce
agency
Wayne
is
Maury,
watching you,
she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand,
resolve the court, Alfred. Resolve.
Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino.
Oh, cool, bag. You got one of those Jurassic House shirts?
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody.
This looks like a job
GCPD
for Alfred Pennyworth.
Interrogating
Is anybody going to
Mabel
even try that Pennyworth show?
Endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Oh, that's cool, Justin. There are certain pieces of this that feel a lot more drawn than other pieces. Where it's like, yeah, somebody just took a pencil and drew this floor.
I'll meet with Maury. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him.
Oh, I was wondering what people were saying no to. Everyone's saying, or at least two people so far, yeah, I don't know about that Pennyworth show. I'm glad I didn't watch that. All right. Well, we're already at 2 hours, guys. Guess I could have taken a break and broken this up a little bit, but it's a little late now. I think we've probably just got... I said this earlier, but I think we've probably just got one big scene left, yeah? Yeah, demographic, I don't have epics either. I will probably want to at least weigh in on that first episode.
Waller's people are here, watching Maury. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him.
I'm buying a lot less physical stuff these days, especially physical media, because I'm having to pay for so many streaming services. Oh man, we're back to Casino Land.
Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move.
His demographic keeps complaining about Bruce's collar. It's hilarious.
All this
just fix it. It's not that hard, Bruce.
Annoying to a man like Maury.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow.
Okay, everybody in the comments right now, what is your favorite casino table game? Even if you've never been to a casino and you've never actually done that, like, just, you know, on, like, apps and, like, you know, video things
no time to waste.
Or whatever. Are you, like, a blackjack person? Are you a roulette person? You like craps? What's your favorite?
Mr. Wayne.
Put in the comments.
To what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Maury. I've come to talk.
I'm a roulette guy. I like roulette a lot. In fact, I bought my own roulette table recently. Solitaire is not a table game at a casino.
What can I do?
Thing.
A private matter.
The one with the green thingy. Bag. We have a natural enemy. Mutual enemy? Wow, I'm getting tired.
He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne.
Okay, everybody's just making fun of me for asking the question.
Share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
I like the different colors used in the to differentiate people in the subtitles of this game.
I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the
Look,
perimeter.
Alfred, do a good job,
Should
okay?
give
Because
you
I
a
would be
couple of
using
minutes
Lucius
at
if he wasn't dead.
Impressive.
That's not true. That's probably not true.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Catch-21, Ren. I've never seen that. Oh, that's right. He
Why
lost his
would I
fingers.
do that?
You're on his list, Maury. He's gonna hit you with the same weapons you sold him. You and a lot of other people.
I would also remember that.
It's true, but I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies.
Well, that's cool. I might
said no.
check that out, Ren.
That's why he attacked you.
I haven't watched any modern game shows in a long time.
I only wish I had known it sooner.
I have a pretty good idea. No, that's one of the options.
Actually,
I guess I'll pick it.
Pretty good idea.
I see that you do.
I see that.
I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target.
Does anybody else, the way Lucius was acting earlier, buy that he knew he was going to die?
Our interests often
Cool
align.
as a cucumber for
I
knowing
would
that.
never dishonor his memory. He was a friend.
I miss
Truly
Game Show
one of a
Network,
kind.
Ren. I haven't had cable in so long.
Then you owe me. For my father's sake.
That was a long time ago. And favors go both ways. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies.
But first, I need a year's supply of gummy bears.
Everything you need to find him is on
Harbo. Must be Harbo.
But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. He controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste.
To Germany, where they have gummy bears.
Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison.
I'm not here to negotiate, Maury. If you know where the Riddler is, you're going to tell me.
I knew he was going to remember that. I knew it. It was funny because when Bruce did this, it looked like he made that come up on the screen. Like,
I can't give you something for nothing.
Oh, well, I guess I'll give you your gummy
A chartered
bears.
plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be.
Yeah, Rohit, he probably is. He probably is recording it right now.
This quickly and without disturbance.
How am I going to handle this?
Gets what they want.
Let's go the hard way.
deal.
Because I'm trying not to be corrupt guy, but I also don't want to be too violent. It's so difficult.
Easier for you, Maury.
You should kill me, Wayne, because I won't forget.
Bruce, Waller's agents are converted.
Ow, my nose!
Hurry up and get out of there.
Well, I didn't break anything.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me what I need. Fast.
It's really hard not to be a super violent Batman in this game. But they backed me into a corner there. It's either work with the mob boss or potentially break his arm. Okay, this is the scene that I was thinking of.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows?
That sounds like a horrible name for a TV show. Armed men on board. Rohith, he acts like Jack Bauer a lot. Swing the leg.
I'm on board, Al.
TSD, I'm with you. I do not need the Brightburn version of Batman. He sees his parents get murdered, and then he murders everyone else's parents.
I hear him.
Because bats speak to him and tell him to.
You'll see what's gonna happen.
Brightburn was my favorite movie, he said sarcastically. Circles.
Found him.
There he is. That cane was a real big giveaway.
All your idiot.
No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
Individuals for institutional incompetence.
Hostages.
They appear to be.
Dang it! Why is it always hostages?
Your agency has been on my head.
And in more of those death tanks.
I'll give it to you. You're relentless.
A good spot for
Agony booths. Riddler has been to the Mirror Universe and he stole the Agony booths. I'm gonna go to that shipping crate. Look how easy it is. Just press a button. Fast travel.
You'll see what I mean soon. It might be angry I brought you.
TSB. That's kind of true. It's from like an adult, big, larger budget Goosebumps episode. Yeah, that's fair.
It's often a struggle.
Wait for it.
Making people see that.
Wait for it.
I'm sure you can.
Diet Coke.
Raising an alarm. I'll move when he is.
Sometimes my methods can appear a little unorthodox.
Oh, hi, Mom. You're. Good to see you. Okay, I gotta wait till his back is turned. Oh, shipping container. Whoosh. Gotcha.
Careful.
I know.
God, I'm not an idiot, Alfred. Shut up. Rohith, I'm not gonna go that far. It's pretty poorly written.
You government clods really thought you were smarter than.
Yo, clods!
It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
Riddler is sufficiently prudish. He said
My friends
Claude.
will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until
They're
then.
not back yet. I told them not to go.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
No. Alfred being a helicopter pair. That's really funny. Oh my god. Get them all. Get all of them. Get them. Go. Bams. L2. Let's make it happen, Captain. Bams. And then pain and then right in the neck. I didn't do it on purpose. It's really hard to aim that
You can't
when you're
possibly
throwing
think
4 at a
planting a
time.
few heads is enough to make me roll over.
Okay, well, what would it take to make you beg? Fetch. That was fun.
Oversized vermin.
I also haven't been able to do it because I'm Batman. That's why.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up!
Wait a minute, I've dealt with this before. I know where that button is. It's Hear No Evil. It's Hear No Evil. It's it. Oh, I got it.
Batman.
God, thank God. Oh no. Is this a sadistic choice situation?
Are you
You're safe now. You landed on all of my armored padding. There's nothing razor sharp that could possibly hit you when you land on top of me. Wander, I don't agree with that. I think the Brightburn version of Batman is Gotham,
Neutralizes the shock device.
which is Dark 60s Batman.
Memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks.
When it's working. I want that cane,
Maury
you guys.
was incapable of learning his lesson.
First of all, it's stable enough, solid enough that I wouldn't break it just messing around with it like I did my last video game.
The missiles.
I'm so surprised.
Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about
Well, no, I agree that Gotham is more entertaining than Brightburn, but so 60s Batman.
Makes you weak. I saw
But
how
like
you
a
saved
lot.
Maury. I
BVS,
saw how
that's
angry
fair.
you got
All-Star.
about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people.
I'm trying to be
do
human
what I
Batman.
do.
Someone say that.
My code is how I stay human.
It's
Yep,
why
Thomas.
I'm out
I
here.
broke my Riddler
You're
cane
there.
in a Mania.
About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this.
I'm gonna meet my parents?
I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
Dang it. I didn't study for this test. I like how the second guy just didn't say anything. You won't get away with this, and then the second guy is like not even on screen line to say anything. It's Hear No Evil. The answer is Hear No Evil.
I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to come.
Hear No Evil.
Will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through.
Guys, poetic and awful.
Curious to see how you'll handle it all.
Okay, this is the Goyer line.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture.
Oh.
This one should be easy, Batman.
I saved her
Close
last
to
time.
the heart.
I don't know if it's possible to not save her, though.
For the bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead.
It's a good line. I don't know if that's a Riddler.
If you know the answer,
this Riddler?
please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman. Which one of your dead friends am I? Need a hint? Starts with the letters L and F.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't
Lex
hear you.
Luthor?
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You
I can't
saved
let
a
an
life.
innocent person die.
But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake.
Is the second guy gonna
die?
get... They don't get the guy any dialogue.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident.
Really obvious. In fact, I'll give you
blue and bleeding from the
first
ears.
letters for each of them.
Who am I?
A newspaper.
I think he means me.
Yeah, these are not good riddles.
Don't you dare answer that.
Please, don't let him die.
Avesta.
There is no right answer. Is a weird
is
response.
Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman. Ha. Here's your prize.
Oh my God. Iman! What have you done?
God, what's wrong with you?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet.
Oh, dang it, now I gotta stroke your ego.
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
But how does that count? I'm the one that's supposed to be answering. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, it's over here. Okay, I gotta link. I gotta link them.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you could maybe come up with a different reason Batman loses his parents, but there has to be some sort of...
And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
And he's got me tragic.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Just like I said.
Who's the genius, Batman?
Blasted, he says, call him
Who's on
Batwing.
top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
Question time is over.
I like that way better than what I thought it was going to be.
What are you doing?
It's nice that even when you know what the general sentiment's going to be, there's kind of a surprise. Clear what's said. I only don't like it when the actual idea is different from what I thought it was going to be.
No!
Hi, Mutale. How you doing? All kinds of folks popping in and out this evening. We are almost done with this episode. That's good, because I'm getting tired. I'm starting to fade a little bit. I've had a great time with you guys tonight. We will do this again real soon.
Impossible!
Got 5 episodes to get through.
You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me.
That's funny. He didn't say punch him, it said shut him up. Break his cane! I do want to cosplay this Riddler, you guys. I don't know what it is, but I like his mask a lot, too. This could have easily been a Riddler without a mask. Okay, that's really violent, Batman. Maybe excessive force, buddy.
Who's the man who's got
Iron
no
Shell, I
time?
think at the end of the day, I also like this better than the Arkham one, just because I think he's more...
Thought you'd get such an easy one, right?
Psychologically complex. Although he's maybe background-wise a little bit more sympathetic than he needs to be, but I mean, I like knowing where he comes from, certainly.
He's Batman.
And it certainly gives us a really good explanation as to why he's so intelligent. And capable, especially. His green socks. Yeah, those are great. Oh. Did I manage it? Almost missed that circle. Okay, we got one job. You just press the buttons. There's 4, okay? It's not that difficult. Oh, God. Riddler and Batman in the Titanic. Well, blasted Heath, you get lucky sometimes. All I had to do was quick time. Soccer kick. Crush his hands. That's a cool shot. With the moon there, looks great. Iron Shell likes this in Earth 1 the most, as far as Batman universes go. This might be my favorite, you know, really alternate, going off in a different direction kind of Batman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it.
Other media goes outside of comics.
I thought...
Still don't really beat Batman Begins for me, man. It's still my favorite.
You're reckless, Iman. You're lucky you're alive.
Idiot.
Agent, are you okay?
My ears. I can't hear.
Oh, you didn't hear me just insult you? Well, that's good. You want a hug? You want a bat hug? Wow, that was the most awkward bat hug.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Yeah, that's right, Noah. You just keep saying these.
Congratulations,
Back Studios is leaving.
You managed.
Buddy, the game's almost over.
Game to keep
I mean, this chapter's almost over. You're right at the end.
Agent Infestus suffered, so no one had to die.
Wait, Batman's using zip ties?
I can't sit well with you.
He doesn't have bat cuffs?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler.
Yeah.
All blame is on you.
Yeah, you can't blame me
so
for that.
are the consequences.
I'm not gonna fall for that cheap
me,
trick.
You know. Not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them.
That look is cool.
I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree.
Yeah, there's some real dimension to this version.
They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
I would love to have been able to spend some more time with him.
They didn't come.
I look forward to meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
That's a great line, because he had a list. Yeah, that's great. I approve of this choice. What was that shot about?
Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Uh-oh. It's a weird thing to comment on, but I really like the subtitle work in this game.
They broke the pact.
Like, he's struggling to get the words out, so we have to watch the letters pop up one at a time. Like, that's really cool. It's really thoughtful. Oh, right. And the dreaded pact, which is going to come up a lot here after this. Yeah, this really surprised me when I played it last time.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics.
And every single time they give you an ending that makes you want to really rush on to the next chapter. I can't tonight because
Riddler.
I gotta go to bed, but it really makes me want to. Love how the light hits the mask. That is a cool
this
mask.
isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble.
Yeah, Roki, that Michael Emerson movie might pick for
a lot,
especially a version like this.
No idea how we're getting out of it.
Especially.
Don't worry about it, Jim.
How am I not gonna worry?
I'll take the fall because I can take it.
Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is deaf. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how.
That's maybe the bigger
but
headline.
I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Maury's
you're so entitled, Waller. My
statement.
suspect.
Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD.
I'm right here.
I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
God, can you even do that?
You can't demote
You're an
me.
organization that doesn't even have a name.
Don't like it? Go cry to the governor. I generously let this cowboy
I'm just gonna say the same thing I said
Batman
earlier.
go on out of respect.
Like I said, I only answer to the president.
Start taking your calls.
I'm not asking you for your cooperation.
That interrupt
Batman.
was
I'm
weird.
ordering it. When you understand what we're facing, you'll come around.
Well, at least you're talking directly
Take
to
some
me, even if you're
vacation
not making
days,
eye
Gordon.
contact.
I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
TSP, that's hilarious. I wonder if there is one of those like pretend Twitter accounts for Amanda Waller. Somebody pretending to be Waller. Just every day says like really horrifying ends justifies the means things. Like
This
just
city is about
nonchalantly,
to
yeah,
find itself in a
we're bombing
crisis
this
the likes
government.
of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham.
And just wait till you find out who they are.
You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Ooh.
Let me know if you have anything to share.
I don't like you.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job.
Well, it just makes a lot of sense that I wouldn't
Evidence
work
in
with
his
her at
workshop
all,
suggests he was involved
because
in a feud.
I gotta be
with
blaming
another.
them to some degree for the Riddler's creation in the first place. Thomas, I don't know if we're gonna do another my collection or not. I can't believe we're already that close to another one. Jeez.
She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it.
Somebody to lean on.
You and I will be working together very closely.
Nah, zipline. Or grappling hook.
Wayne.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was real animated series. What? And there we go. Let's see how we rank here. What the stats are like. Noah, dun dun dun. You and 55% of players left Iman traumatized. Yeah. I think I did that last time. We left Tiffany furious. We all hate it. Look at that. 77.9. How much of that was really intentional? We all dislike Tiffany. Or at least all but 23% of us. You and 68% of players saw Alfred become vengeful. I actually did not intend for that to happen. He approves of your decisions to take the drive by force. Whoops. We helped John to become hopeful, which I wasn't really after that last time. Yeah, strained is an understatement. We're going to make sure that we don't play well with her at all. I saw Gordon become steadfast. That's kind of the easy direction to go, but I enjoy that more. And there we go. So, yeah, I know. No, I didn't pick up on Alfred being vengeful either. That was kind of weird. Most of us visited Maury. I think part of that is just because he has a more kind of like memorable look, and because he sounded more important, and he had the background with the parents. Like, I don't know why you'd pick that other guy. He seemed real generic. You and 82% of players confessed to Gordon that Lucius was an ally. 10% told Gordon you couldn't talk about Lucius. 1.6 were silent when Gordon asked you about Lucius. That's interesting. That's kind of a 50-50 split. Practically, most of us saved Iman. Yeah, of course, because she was established earlier, and because she's right there, and it's hard as Batman to just let a person die. That didn't feel like much of a choice, really. The cinegraphic was more annoying to you, Cap, Tiffany or Waller? I'm used to the ways in which Waller's annoying. Like, the game is kind of just writing her like she is in the page. Tiffany's a brand new character, so I'm going to go with Tiffany. I think she's a brand new character. I don't think she's comic book. But anyway, well, there we go. So that is going to conclude this first episode of Cap Can't Play Telltale Batman Volume 2, although I don't think I took much longer than the average person, so I felt like I could play this time. But that's what this series is called, so that's what I called it. Guys, I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. I'm going to come back in the not-too-distant future and play another one, probably sometime in the middle of this week, if not next weekend. I don't know if I'll get to it before next weekend, but I'm going to try. We got 5 of these to get through, and I'll try to do a couple a week if I can find the time to do it. I'd like for this not to take too long. So anyway, thanks, guys. Hope you had a good time. And I will see you again very soon. Got lots more content coming out this week. Captain Logan Show is new on Wednesday night, as usual. I'm going to have a cool new video for you in a couple days. I'm going to put up the, speaking of video game, playthrough things, I'm going to put up the supercut of the Dan's News in my broadcast of Arkham City that we did a couple weeks ago. I have a really funny supercut for you. So I'll have that out soon, and lots more stuff. So thanks for watching. Bye, guys.